A couple of weeks ago or so, I went to the Pimax Roadshow in London and got to try out the crystal light. So I'm just going to waffle for a bit and talk about my experience of that, and I'll talk about the roadshow itself, which was a bit of a mixed bag. So starting with the light, well, I've got the original crystal, been using it for some time now, and I do love it. The visuals are amazing, and the visuals in the light are identical. Same panel, same lenses, same local dimming and all that. So for me, really, it was just trying it on to see if I could notice the lower weight and the lack of or less momentum as I moved around. So that's what I did. I put it on, felt the lower weight straight away, and shook my head around like an idiot. And I'm sure the people who gave it to me to put on and demo expected me to play Kayak VR Mirage like everyone else, but no, I didn't care about that. I know how good it looks. I just shook my head around like an idiot and certainly could notice it stayed in place on your face a lot more. Obviously there's some momentum because, you know, it's still a big headset, but a marked improvement over the original. Was you've got so much less weight, no battery and all the standalone stuff. So yeah, that was a positive experience. I'd love to try it back to back on on my motion seats, especially in like a rally game where I'm getting thrown about, and really compare the momentum and how that affects the game visually. I probably won't get to, but you know, it'd be nice to. I did notice that the strap is different, and this is a positive for me. It might sound like a little thing, but they've gone back to like the original strap on the 8KX is a wider strap and not elastic. See, on this crystal it's an elastic strap, which I don't think was a wise choice, because you know, you want to get it in the perfect position for yourself and lock it all down, but it's never really locked down if it's an elastic strap, because it's never just gonna, you know, lock in the same place, if that makes sense. This strap contains wires, so obviously the crystal light doesn't have this second sort of rubbery strap. So anyway, that was good to see, but you know, a positive experience. That's all I've really got to say about it for now. Really, it was certainly lighter, and in that regard more comfortable, and I think it's the headset they should have done originally. And if I was in the market to buy one of them now, I'd be getting the light myself. I personally think the reason to go for this one is if you want to go wireless in the future, but that's not even out yet. We don't know exactly when it will be out, the wireless module. The other thing is obviously this one has eye tracking, and some people at the roadshow were concerned about that. They really didn't want to lose eye tracking, so again, that's another thought. But for me personally, if I was going for one, I'd go for the light myself. Right, let's talk about the roadshow itself. It was here in London in Edgware, which was fine to get to. You know, fine by train and tube and stuff. No parking, of course, but the location was basically the basement of like a community library, which was a bit small, not very modern, and yeah, unfortunately there was nowhere really to sit down in. The good thing about going to the roadshow was meeting people, meeting Ying from Pimax, but meeting just the people there, trying everything out and talking about their experiences and just their general experiences of VR and stuff. And there was nowhere to grab a coffee and sit down or anything. It was basically grab a little bottle of water they'd laid out and stand around, which is unfortunate. I did get to try, well, not really try, but get my hands on the ETI or ET, don't you pronounce it, controllers. Felt very premium and nice. Couldn't try them out in game, but just a little feel of them while you're waiting for your demo of the crystal light. So yeah, not a big deal, but I thought I'd mention it. They were there. Now they had basically 3 rigs running. Well, they had one demo rig running Kayak VR Mirage, and the other one running Half-Life Alyx, and with the middle one running ACC with a G29. Now, Kayak and Half-Life Alyx are 2 obvious choices. That's probably what I would pick, but why they were trying to use ACC, I don't know. I think since then they have moved on to AMS2, which is the right choice, but whoever decided ACC is... that's something had gone wrong there in the decision making. But I think that middle rig with ACC was meant to be demoing the wireless add-on for this crystal, and unfortunately we couldn't try it out because the one they had was faulty, it broken. I think it'd been dropped or something, I don't know, at the previous roadshow, but you couldn't try it, and they only had the one. They had no backup. So that's my main criticism, no backup, and that's frustrating because that was as important to me or more than trying out the light. I really was interested in trying out the wireless module. So that was gutting, and I don't know how many people travelled from far away to be told that they couldn't give that a go. It just comes across as a little unprofessional while they're travelling around with one. They must have more than one they can travel with. It's not like it takes up a lot of room. Anyway, I got to hands on with it, and certainly the little device, the little bit that goes on the headset, is tiny. So I put it on, actually put the headset on, not connected or anything, and yeah, you could not tell you've added that to it. It weighs nothing. It doesn't alter the comfort in any way. So, that was at least something. Overall, a positive experience. I'm glad I went. Those small criticisms aside, I got to meet Ying and all those people, and I'm glad I tried out the Crystal Light, which is a fantastic headset. And as I say, if I was in the market for one, it's probably the headset I would be going for now. So I hope Pimax continue roadshows in the future, perhaps with just a bit more thought and research on location and preparation and backups regarding their technology. But otherwise, I think that's enough waffle for now. Any comments or questions, drop below and I'll always try to answer. Otherwise, I'll catch you later. Cheers.